Hey everyone, so in this video we are going to be focusing on the political reforms of the Progressive Era, and in particular we're going to be looking at how the Progressive Era gave citizens a greater voice in government. So, going into the Progressive Era, politics were extremely corrupt and run by political bosses. So, a progressive muckraker named Lincoln Steffens is going to go after political corruption. In 1903, Steffens is going to publish a book called The Shame of the Cities, and this is going to show how corrupt politicians won elections by bribing and threatening voters, and it also revealed how political corruption affected all aspects of life in a city. The book focused on corruption in cities in the Midwest, but Steffens also stated that the most corrupt city in the nation was none other than the city of gritty, Philadelphia. One of the major reforms resulting from Steffens' work was something known as the Secret Ballot. Now, previously, political machines printed the ballots and gave them out to loyal followers who would vote for the political machine's candidates. The result of this was widespread voter fraud. So, after the Secret Ballot was initiated, the government would print the ballots and citizens would get a chance to vote in private for the candidate of their choice. Now, the secret ballot prevented voter fraud, and it also took away power of the political machines who previously could scare citizens into voting for certain candidates and ultimately rigging elections. And we can thank the secret ballot for how we still vote today in our elections. Moving on, progressives continued to push for reforms that would expand democracy and give more voice to citizens in government. And this included three key terms that you have to commit to memory. Up first, initiative. Initiative gives citizens the power to put a proposed new law directly on the ballot by collecting citizens' signatures on a petition. This allowed voters to suggest laws instead of waiting for elected officials to act. The next reform was something known as referendum. Now, the referendum is a process that allows citizens to approve or reject a previously passed law by the state legislature. New Jersey actually only allows certain initiatives and referendums to be put on their particular ballot. Next up is recall. Now, recall is an easy one. Recall is exactly as it sounds. Recall gives voters the power to remove public servants from office before their term ends. So, if a politician is not doing well, they can get recalled. Now, New Jersey actually has a fascinating history with recalling politicians. You can see the picture of Wildwood up there, where I'm sure many of you have been. Now, the mayor of Wildwood, Ernie Troiano, was actually recalled in December of 2009, but he actually won another election and he was able to return as mayor in 2011, where he actually remained until 2019. The last key political reform of the Progressive Era was the 17th Amendment. As most of you know, the federal Congress is made up of two houses. The lower house has the House of Representatives, and they serve 2-year terms, and the upper house is the Senate, and they serve 6-year terms. Well, in 1913, the Constitution was changed so that U.S. senators would be directly elected by citizens. Originally, the Founding Fathers had state governments select each senator, but because of political corruption, this all changed, and the 17th Amendment made the Senate more responsive to voters. If you wanted re-election as a senator, you had to do a better job and do what the voters of your state wanted. Now, the impact of political reforms helped make the government more responsive to the needs of average citizens and also decrease the influence of political bosses. In order to be elected now, you had to actually listen to the people and do what they wanted, as opposed to being in government for personal gain or to help a political machine. Alright everyone, thanks for watching.